Hello there, Chaz here, and I am going to be showing off a little game that I picked up a few days ago called My Summer Car. I can't remember if I did a recording of Jalopy on here, but if you have heard of Jalopy before, it is a game in which you build and maintain a small junker car as you drive across Eastern Europe. And this is kind of like Jalopy, but taken to an extreme. Kind of blended in with Car Mechanic Simulator 2015, which I also can't remember if I did a video of. I feel like I did. So, first of all, let's pick the color of our little beater car here. I like this sort of obnoxious cream color. By the way, this is called the Satsuma, from what I can see. It's kind of like a... It's kind of like a Datsun. It looks kind of like a Datsun. So let's start a new game. And hey, look! It's my face. So, I put in my last name. Sarah. And my first name. Chaz. And yeah, you can actually just like put in a custom mugshot in the, it's in the game files. There's actually a lot you can do in terms of custom graphics, which I really like. And we also have an option here for permanent death. This is a permadeath car building game. As silly and incredible as that sounds. So let's begin. It's one of those ones where, like, I sort of went in knowing that there's the possibility of car crashes and dying in a car crash. So I've been able to brace myself for it. Oh crap, right, I had an FPS counter. Let's see here. Can I just like... Can I like disable that? There we go. Alright, so here we are. It's a rainy day. We are in Finland in the 1990s, 1995 to be precise, probably saw it in the license. And apparently, like, I've learned a lot about Finland just by playing this game. Apparently every Finnish home has a sauna. So let's get that set up first and foremost. So crouch down here. Just turn on the thermostat. Turn on the timer. You get a very pleasant buzzing noise. And that's the dipper for the... yeah, it's a dipper for the sauna, so... And yes, I realize there is a shower here. We cannot use it yet. It will be introduced in a future update, but apparently Finnish people do not use the shower. They just use the sauna. So that's that bucket filled up. Let's close the door. And that sauna will be filling up soon. By the way, let me just show you real quick. The classiest thermometer I have ever seen. Absolutely fantastic humor. That statement may have been dripping with sarcasm. I'm not very good at conveying it. And so we start with a crate of beer and a packet of sausages. And... our brand new Satsuma. Okay. So, we just have kind of the body of the Satsuma here. Like, partly constructed. And, in here, in the garage, you'll see it off in the distance, there's a shelf full of all of the different parts that we will need to build the Satsuma. Also, another example of custom graphics. Normally there's a finished flag in a garage, but, give me just a couple seconds, and... hey, I got the good old Saltire. I don't know what my story is here. Maybe I'm a Scottish dude with a holiday home in Finland. Maybe I've moved to Finland. Maybe I got like a work permit or something. Whatever way of it. So yes, you have to build the entire engine and framework from the bottom up, I guess. It's pretty crazy. I know a little bit of what I've been doing just because I've been reading a guide, so we will start things off by placing an engine block down here. I'm not going to do the entire thing from here, in part because I have no idea how to, but thankfully it's a little bit merciful with how you place stuff. Like, as long as you see the little tick, you can left click and it'll like snap into place. So that's a crankshaft. And I'll have to put in the main bearings for the crankshaft. So that's 1, 2, And 3. I mean, it was 3, 2, 1, but different order. And we have to tighten these in, so we're going to go ahead and open up this toolbox. Enter tools mode, and I believe these are 9mm bolts. You can tell when you've got the right tool because the bolt will glow green to let you know that you can now tighten it in by scrolling up on the mouse wheel. I very, very much like this whole idea of immersive interaction with games. I've rambled about it before. It's probably one of the reasons I'm really, really looking forward to Objects in Space, actually. Very immersive, very... You gotta actually, maintain your ship in Objects in Space. I want to play it, but hell if I can get to any of those shows that it's being demonstrated at, because they're all in Australia, where I'm afraid to fly. I mean, I'm just afraid of flying in general, I guess. Alright, so that's that done. Now that the crankshaft is in, we will connect some pistons. We have them here. Pistons with con rods. 1, 2. What I'm hoping for is a button that will allow me to stand up rather than having to go through the entire cycle of crouch more, stand up. Because it is a little bit annoying when I have to reach up higher. Alright, let's see here. Boom, there we go. And these all need to be tightened in. I think these are 7mm? Let me check. Yeah, 7mm. Yeah, you screw these in just by scrolling the mouse wheel up. You can unscrew them by scrolling the mouse wheel down. Quite nice. Alright, so let's see here. Just get these tightened in. It's actually pretty relaxing. Quite like it. But it will take me some time to understand how to build a car. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there for just now. I'll get back to building the rest of the car eventually. But we need to get some supplies. And so with that in mind, let's take this crate of beer. And normally I like to defy the laws of physics and just phase it through the window like that. But I should probably roleplay it a little bit at the very least. So just put my deer, hi fan, my beer. Put my beer down there. Take my sausages. I don't know how long these have been lying out in the. Well, I was going to say the sun, but where's the sun? It's Finland. All right. So I'll open up the passenger door and just put my sausages and beer in the passenger seat. Absolutely nothing wrong at all with this. I'm going to close it. By the way, authentic touch. You have to close the door a couple times in order for it to actually stick. It's one of those little things I really, really like about this game. Okay. So yeah, the controls are a little bit on the wonky side. Face from my car. And again, to slam the door shut. So now I'm in driving mode. So we'll release the handbrake. And it's a diesel, so we've got to wind it up a little bit. Alright. Gear up, and away we go. Whee! It handles a little bit awkwardly on the rough terrain around here. But yeah, apparently this game works pretty well with the steering wheels as well. Unfortunately, I cannot afford, nor do I have the room for a steering wheel setup, but it's something I would absolutely love to try sometime. I'll dare to go up a gear, I guess. I do have to, yeah, it's manual transmission, so... But I don't like going more than gear 2 on these country roads, because anything can happen. And by anything, I mean I can probably get in a wreck. And that's not what I want. As much as I've braced myself for this game, given the circumstances, there have been times where I've gotten in wrecks and have had to take a minute or two just to, you know, regain my composure. By just thinking about it right now makes me a little bit nervous. For those of you who don't know, who probably haven't been following me from the very start, I was in a car accident like 10 years ago, and lost my brother, so I've been a little bit like on the antsy side about car stuff like this. But I figured I might as well, you know, be brave. And, speaking of... fun times. Whew. So this is maybe partly a horror game for me as well. All things considered. Alright, so gear down. Oops. That of course made my car go a little bit out of control. Please do not tip over. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's see here. Let's get the indicator on. Let's check. So, I'm going to be going to Rikipoja. Crunch. Don't mind me. I'm good at driving. I'm good at not flipping over my car. Or my van. Surprisingly, I haven't gotten thirsty yet. So I haven't had to chug a beer or anything yet. Although I am getting a little bit on the hungry side. But then that's why we're going on this little road trip. It's funny. Although this is set in Finland, these country roads actually make me think of the country roads that lead up to the place where we usually go on holiday, like up in further north in Scotland. So. It's pretty on its own strange way. It's, not entirely sure how the hell to word that, but there you go. Man, that rock that's just, like, intruding on the road. Pioneers used to ride those babies for miles, you know? Okay, so carefully. Very carefully. I am a very anxious sailor as I drive along the roads. There we go. I've played this just enough that I'm familiar with the road from my town to the... or like from my house to the main town in here. Very, very nervous about that cliff there. The last thing I want is to roll off that cliff. So I do apologize when I'm quiet. I do kind of try and focus a little bit. Alright. Let's put on the lights. It's raining. Needs some sort of lights on here. Yeah, low beams should be good. Dipped headlights. I mean, high beams would probably be better, but I don't want to dazzle any specific drivers that might come along. Because that's bad for them and for me. This reminds me, I need to try and get back into Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator 2. But I've been having a hell of a time trying to get that to work with OBS. For some reason it likes to just zoom in on the lower left corner of my screen when I try and stream it. We almost. By the way, there is a swearing button. It's a spring of pussies for sure. One spring of pussies. Pussy. There's a lot of Finnish swears that involve pussies apparently. Go on, give me my favorite one. Oh hell, for real. Alright, let's check the road. Things looking fine. We're going out onto a more major road. Satan! The pussy of all pussies. Alright. So now we're getting onto the main road. Indicator, just in case. Alright, we're good. And this is where I can let loose and turn the gears up. Let's try some more swearing. I'm trying to find my favorite one. Satana. God help me already. Pussy. Satan. Where's... Come on. Man, just imagine other people like on the road seeing somebody just like driving down the road swearing to themselves. Oh, what if it's the middle finger button? You dork of the pussy. Truly are a wart of a dick. I'm trying to find. There's a word. It's perkele. That's the word that this game has taught me. Is perkele, which just basically means devil, and is said with the same intensity as just dropping an F-bomb, I guess. Apparently. All right. So with all that in mind, and just a bunch of driving down the highway while swearing, which would probably be how I treat the highway in real life. If I were ever to actually drive in a car, because I'd be absolutely fucking terrified the entire way. Alright. Go neutral. Let's get that handbrake. Might as well have a beer. Open the door. Beer physics. Oh, those sausages as well. You stay in the car, beer. Oh right, I should probably turn off the ignition actually. There we go. Because I'm going to need to fuel up. More immersive gameplay. I have to actually unscrew the fuel cap. And then take the pump. And as long as I get it close enough, I can fill it up. Thank God my character doesn't smoke as much as he drinks, otherwise there's an entire possibility for more fun ways to die in this game. Smoking while pumping fuel. Although diesel isn't as flammable. It needs to be warmed up first before it will catch fire. Oh, is that it? Nope. Alright, there we go. Put it back for just now. Screw the cap back on. Close it, and we're good to go. Might as well open up the back there. And now we get to meet the best character, Timon. Hi, Timon. Alright, so let's see, what do I want to get? Mosquito spray? You've probably been hearing a mosquito buzzing around me. Let's get a couple cases of beer. Pizza! Have you listened to the radio lately? It's full of punks these days. Sausages. Yeah, yes sir, yes. Fan belt. That's going to be important. Let's get a couple bottles of brake fluid, a couple bottles of motor oil, a couple tubs of coolant. How much is that so far? 1,538.95 marks. That seems fair. Alright, now the fun begins. Let's actually get my shopping into the car. Or the van. It'd be great if Timon could help me out with that. But, you know. Gotta do what I gotta do. So actually the easier way here would be to just like carelessly throw these all, beer included, Listen to that beer rattling. And the motor oil. Mercifully, the brake and clutch fluid are stored in the shopping bag that I've already put in. So I just swear to myself as I throw beer into the back of the van. And also swear at the game for not letting me stand up from a mid-crouch. Go to pussy, please. Some of these swears are very imaginative, I've got to say. I'm sure I could learn a thing or two from them. Funnily enough, this is the second Finnish survival game I've played. The first one was Unreal World, which is more Iron Age Finland. This is like Unreal World 1990. Unreal World 1995. Nothing to do with Unreal Tournament, although I think I've said that before. I'm part of the Drikkilainen tribe. Traders. And merchants. Alright. So I've got my beer by my side. Oh hey, if you hold down the mouse, you can just like more forcefully close the door of the car. So if you tap it, it doesn't quite go in, but if you hold it, yeah, there you go. So to use a Scottish phrase, you've got to get laldy. Alright. We're all fueled up. Come on. Alright, brake. Boom. Surprised I didn't just stall my car there. My van. I keep saying car. I don't have a car yet. I'm in the process of building one. Oops. That crunch was not promising. God, I'm super nervous about pulling out into the road like that. And for that exact reason. I nearly died in one previous instance because I pulled over because there was like a police stop. So I stopped my car as instructed. Or van. And I stepped out and a fucking lorry just like pile drive my van off the road. Never gonna be able to say it. I call everything a car. Everything on the road with wheels. It's either a car or a lorry or a bastard. Or a perkele. Like him. Oh hey, same kind of van. The Hayosiko. Alright, so I'm gonna have to see here. Indicate. Oops, double check, make sure nobody's going this way. Alright, I think I'm good. So, I'll probably wrap this up once I get back home and get stuff unpacked. And I'll give you a halfway decent idea of how this game handles. I actually really like it, and I'm hoping I can finally get around to learning how to build a car and get it licensed and everything. Oh hey, obnoxious green car. Hello. Hate that guy. I was watching Rob-Ass play through this as well, and he apparently hates the guy as well. Just calls him Mr. Hitler all the time, which sounds about right. He's that much of an asshole. He never gives you right of way. I think he can and will kill you if you stay on the road attempting to play chicken with him. So keep that in mind. Never trust the green car. I wouldn't go as far as to call him Mr. Hitler, for sure, but He is a fucking asshole. Steer. Why aren't you steering, van? Yeah, I called it a van that time. You probably heard me like the past few times going, it's just, you know, just driving my van. God. Huh. You like fell off that fucking cliff. Not so much a cliff as a hill, but enough of a steep drop to terrify me. Let's see. There's a rally course there. That's actually one thing, is that eventually, once you get your Satsuma built up, you can take it on a spin on the rally track and maybe even win some prize money if you get first place. Oh. Speaking of Satsumas, since we've got a little bit of time to go, I mentioned this on a live stream the other day. I'm actually allergic to Satsumas. I don't know why. I haven't actually tested it again to see if it was a Satsuma I was allergic to, or just like something that maybe was in contact with the Satsuma, but the last time I ate a Satsuma, which was like a few years ago, my lips got all puffy and my hands got all itchy, and it was not pleasant. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever experienced, but it was highly unpleasant. You expect more deep thoughts like that when I'm going on big road trips like this. I will just talk about anything and everything, and I apologize in advance for all that. I also apologize in retrospect, because this video has basically been me driving on a road, swearing randomly like that, and talking about past unpleasantness that I've experienced. But, you know, for those of you who do continue to subscribe to me and only get videos like this every now and again, I thank you for staying with me. Your support is very much appreciated, and I really, really need to get back to making videos on the regular. I keep telling myself to do that. And now that I've got a new graphics card, I can probably do that a lot easier. So yeah. Alright, we're nearly home. Ooh, spin out. Alright. Let's give that one another bash, shall we? The old Chaz circle. Why am I already giving it like a nickname? That's probably like only once or twice I've done that. It's not like the old Butterfeet, which has apparently become a thing now because I just have a preponderance? I have a tendency to fall off of cliffs in Dark Souls. And so the moniker of Chaz Butterfeet Sarah has stayed with me for quite some time. Man, I think we're going to make this around about a half-hour mark. I mean, I've still got about a minute to go, so it'll be a little bit over half an hour. Look at that tower off in the distance. What is that tower? Is it like a radio tower? I think it is. I really like that though. I just like I like seeing the lights off in the distance, especially at nighttime. Alright, just staying calm. Almost there. And we're here. Alright. Brake. Ignition off. And let's unpack. Oops. I do have a lot of guff that I've still got to like get out of here, but I'll get the shopping bag taken care of for just now. Hey, physics. Let's just put that down on the table. Open it up. And there's the brake fluid and the fan belt. And just put these sausages in the fridge very carefully. Hop. Or I can just throw it through. Nope, never mind. I was about to try and do a trick shot there. Oh hey, phone. Hello, I'd like to buy a flatbed load of firewood. You can deliver them anytime. Alright. He was going to keep talking for a little while anyways. So that dart actually shows me where I need to be. This house here, Kesalimpera, is where I am. And I go from here down the road, and instead of taking a right, which is where which is the way I went, I have to take a left, go down this road, and to this house, and I unload the firewood. But I've got to chop it first and load it. Perajarvi was where I was. I took the road from Kesalimpera down round past Rikipoja and onto the main road up to Perajarvi. So yeah. Let's see. What else have I got to do? Oh, alright. I'm going to put pizza in the fridge. I'm gonna take care of that mosquito in just a second as well. Come on, close the fridge door. Somebody close that fridge door right now. There we go. Finished deodorant, apparently. Might as well take a quick bathroom break. This is how you save and quit, by the way. And yes, you have to press the P button in order to urinate. You have to push it a couple times as well. It's strangely authentic. As strange as it is to describe it like that, it is very much mildly authentic. Mildly, I mean, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna have some sausages. That's made me a little bit thirsty, so I'm also gonna head back out real quick and have a beer. I'll probably take this back in. I'll recover the rest of the beers later, probably off screen. Wee. There we go. Land it in the sink. Almost. Hey, there we go. Alright. Oops. I'll just keep that door open. Alright. Let's check and see how our boner thermometer is doing. Yep, we're up to 110. So I better take that bucket of water in. And this is how we're gonna wash. This is how we're gonna wrap up our video with a nice stay in a sauna. Actually, I haven't put the lights on yet. Let me just do it real quick because it's getting a little bit dark here. There we go. Nice, relaxing evening in the sauna. I've never actually been to a sauna before. Oops. I'm a terrible aim with this thing. There we go. God, I'm so bad at aiming these. Apparently just sitting up here makes my dirtiness go down as well. Just like very, very slowly. Almost. Oh, come on. I'm the worst aim. Crap, right. Oh, by the way, the water bucket defies all physics. Just get filled up. Keep the door closed to keep the heat in. I know that much from living in northeast Scotland. Come on, Bucket, what are you doing? There we go. Alright, I just want to try and get one more bunch of steam out of this sauna. There we go. Alright, well, this has been my summer car, in which a car has not been built yet, but I did do a little bit of work on the engine. Thank you for watching this, and I shall see you later. Hopefully I'll be doing videos more frequently, so yeah. Catch you later. Oops, wrong button. I forgot I'm using OBS Studio now. Let's try that again. See you guys in the next video. Am I still recording? Fucking... Oh. Sorry, I had to close an OBS error window. Right, last time. Thank you for watching. I'm keeping this in, by the way. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you later.